Good morning, everybody. My name is Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I'm not sure what I'm going to say today. I'm just going to tell you about my weekend. As you know, we're having a party. I was very busy trying to take care of things. Not that I had to be very busy, because believe me, I've thrown harder parties than that by a long shot. All this was having my family over. Wasn't even going to do the cooking myself. I bought the stuff from Cosmo. All I was going to do was make the dessert, and Claudine happened to say all she wanted to make was potato salad. So I didn't even have to worry about that. But somehow I tend to twist and bend things and make it harder than it needs to be, because suddenly in the midst of it all, I was tearing my room apart, and I was cleaning other things and doing other things. And yes, there are things I want to do, but they do not have to be done in the days that you're planning on doing this party. Anyway, when I did all of that, I somehow got my brain jumbled up. And once my brain gets jumbled up, it takes a while for me to put it back in place. And I lost a day somewhere. Not only did I lose a day somewhere, I lost an entire video that wasn't posted. I lost all the footage of it. I have no idea what I did to it. And then when I went to post last night, just even the day of the party, I quite literally had me opening and my son receiving one of his gifts. I had no other footage. I have no excuse for that. I don't know what went on. But anyway, then comes Reboot Monday. I have been looking forward to doing this again. I should have started with a recipe that I was going to do, just one thing. But I started with something that took a couple of days, and I was doing other videos. And as soon as I had 2 or 3 videos on at one time, I couldn't distinguish which of them was for which video. And my clothing changed a couple times because it was different days. And oh my goodness, I had a hard time with it. So today, I said I'm just going to apologize for some of my craziness there. Tell you though, we did have a really nice party, and everybody got gifts, and everybody was very happy. And so I thought that what I would do today, because I have a lot of new subscribers that don't really know a whole bunch about me, and this isn't going to really teach them a whole bunch about me, but it'll tell them a little bit. A long time ago now, when I was first diagnosed with Parkinson's, I wrote a poem. There's nothing fantastic about it. I mean, it's just, I put my thoughts down and I wrote a little poem. And I was reading through it the other day, and I thought how much had changed in my life since then. When I wrote it, I was extremely hopeful for the future. Now I'm extremely resigned to what the future will be. And so there's a difference. Most of it is still very apropos. Some of it has changed just a little with health things that have happened. So I wanted to read this to you because it shows that my journey through this Parkinson's has changed, but I'm still me. I will always still be me, as you'll notice when I get out and get taking care of other crazy things in the summer. Because that's me, pretty crazy. Anyway, I'm going to read this. It's not very long. And I do have trouble sometimes in reading out loud and making the words that I've written sound right. But I'm just going to do it and try my best, okay? It's called My Path. I face the unknown with a trembling hand, but my heart, it is peaceful and clear. No, that's wrong. See, I've started wrong already. I'm going to start again. I don't know why I can't read. I face the unknown with a trembling hand, but my heart, it is peaceful and calm. The choice I make are the hourglass sands as they count my days as I go on. My attitude's good as I struggle along. I won't live my life with a frown. I want all to know they can too learn peace as they choose the path that they go down. The length of our days are all the same, whether we choose to live them with a smile or a frown. But when we're remembered by the ones we loved, Will they recall us with snickers or groans? The hope that I have with this channel of mine is to share whatever I can, as when I am gone, my children can see that my path I have trod on with glee. And that's basically what I want. I want them to see that whatever comes my way, I will handle it. Now, I didn't handle it so well when I was hallucinating. That I didn't handle very well at all. And so I'm glad that's not happening now. I really try to be upbeat, but it gets harder. I myself feel upbeat, but it gets harder as my list of things that I can't do increases. And then it makes you also have that moment of guilt when you know you should be able to do something and other people can do it, but you can't. And you just have to realize we're all different. Every person who is taking a health journey of any kind is different. Some, from the day they're diagnosed, are just down in the dumps. Others, like me, boo and cry on a whim, but immediately pull it together and go on. And that's what I do. I pull it together. I regret when I've hurt somebody along the way, and hopefully I don't do that very often. But I am making the best of my life every day. And I want that to continue for a very long time. So, with that said, Claudine's making a delicious dinner. I've got an inverter out in the shed that is calling my name to do an invert. And I have a couple things up in my bedroom that I have to take care of. And Bill found a tiny little spider in my bedroom after I had sprayed. Well, if you want to see what happens to me when I see a spider, I wish I had the video or the picture. I don't have the picture. But when we lived in our other apartment, I didn't even see a spider. I saw what we call sock spiders. Bill had black socks, and a little piece of his sock had come on the floor. The wind blew and it kind of moved it out of the corner of my eye. That was a giant black spider. And did I stand there and stomp it? No. Did I call for help? No. Did I dive across the the kitchen floor and land on my face? Yes. I mean, who does that? Obviously me. I was so terrified I tossed myself onto the floor. I don't know what I was doing. But anyway, I had black eyes for 2 weeks. I just looked like a gem. Anyway, that's me and spiders. I hate them. I'm terrified of them. I don't just hate them. I'm terrified of them. And so I try everything I can to not be involved with spiders. When I have to take a hotel room, I take a can of Raid and I go into the room and I spray it all thoroughly, and then I go out of the room for a few hours and then I come back. People might think I'm a Looney Tune, but, you know, it doesn't matter to me if they think that, because I know I'm getting them. And the thing is, it all came about because I never did like spiders, but it all came about when I got bit by a brown recluse. And that was awful. And so, therefore, I now have a real fear of it, and I stay clear. I also don't like a butterfly flying at me, so, you know, there's the difference. Butterflies are beautiful, but don't fly at me. Yoshi, he's in his cage. I go over there and I talk to him. He's a little bird that we have, and I go over there and talk to him, and everything's fine. But when Claudine puts him on her shoulder and they're walking around the house, I'm conscious at all times where that bird is, because he might fly at me. He wouldn't, but that's how my brain works. Crazy. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for me today, and I'm going to wish you all a very good day. Tomorrow we are going to go out and pick up a couple things, I think. We don't need much grocery-wise. We have quite a bit, and we're trying to sort of empty. Oh, I know what I have to put in my shopping list. I told my brother when he comes, he's a really good cook, And I said, we're going to give Claudine some time off on cooking. She doesn't want to cook. So I told him Gary's Bistro was going to be up and running, so I got to go buy a whiteboard so he can post the menu. Oh, we're crazy that way. All right, I'm going to let you go. I might pop a picture or two in here. I think I've shown you most of them, but I'm going to show you a couple more. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.